Hey guys!
Alright guys, we're here today to do a double header, and we're starting off with a Patreon request. This patron asked us to check out a band called Spiritbox with the song Bleach. I just want to say a couple of things before we get started. We've never done this band on the channel before, but I have a friend of mine who's a huge fan of these guys. You know who that is?
No.
John G.
Oh.
I think he's done as many videos of this band as we've done of Sabaton. He's a huge fan of them. And by the way, these guys are Canadian. They're from Vancouver, BC.
Oh.
Yeah, and Bleach is an interesting name for a song. Considering what's happening with the coronavirus these days, maybe a bleach bath is not a bad idea. It's a horrible idea.
It's a horrible idea.
It's a horrible idea. Don't do it.
There's a My Strange Addictions episode based on that.
There's a what?
You know the TLC show My Strange Addictions?
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a
somebody's addicted to.
She's addicted to bleach, so she bathes in it. She gets it in her eyes and stuff like that.
How is that even a thing?
Yeah.
How is that person even alive?
We'll watch it after this.
I'd rather not. I'd rather not, if you don't mind. That sounds almost as disturbing as those.
I think she brushes her teeth with bleach too.
How the fuck do you do that and you're not dead?
Yeah, they're pearly whites.
Well, I'm sure. Man, I barely even use bleach when I do white clothing. Never mind brushing your teeth. How is this person even alive? How is this even a thing?
There's this little girl who's...
I'm not surprised this is on TLC. For a channel that calls itself the Learning Channel, there's not much learning going on in that channel.
No, you learn what not to do.
There's a show that's Extreme Cheapskates.
Yeah.
That's another one. People eating stuff out of the garbage can and whatever. How is that even a thing? Oh my god, how cheap are you? Anyways, you were going to say something before we get started?
Oh, I was going to say that there was also one of the girl who eats couch cushions. Yeah, there's a lot of weird ones.
She eats what?
Couch cushions. Like,
the
the sponge? You know the sponge?
The sponge?
Yeah.
You ruined my day already. Okay, let's do this. right. Spiritbox, Bleach Bath, Vancouver band. What's your thoughts?
Wow. I mean, it's kind of.
Don't hold back. Come on, spit it out. What are you thinking? I think I know what you're thinking, but I want to hear. I want to hear from the horse's mouth.
It was kind of. It was pretty groovy.
Very groovy. Yes.
Very groovy. I did like the vocals.
Mm-hmm.
The clean vocals were really nice, and I wish you used a little bit more of the harsher ones.
Me too.
Because
I think the song could have been better balanced as far as the vocal styles are concerned.
I didn't get the whole video though. The video was kind of weird for me.
But the song.
But the song itself was pretty good.
A couple of things I want to say. I agree with. First of all, let me run off of what you said. I like the clean vocals. I like the harsh vocals. I felt perhaps a little bit more of the harsh vocals. To me, it went a huge stretch with clean, like a huge stretch of the song with just because it started off with harsh vocals, and it goes through this huge stretch of the song just clean vocals, and then they bring the harsh vocals back at the end. To me, the balance between the two styles, it could have been done better, in my opinion. To me, the stretch of clean vocals was too long.
Yeah,
it needed almost something. There was a peak, then a really long valley, and then it peaked again at the end. To me, the song, for a song that is this groovy, it almost needs more of peaks and valleys throughout. It
needed the whole metalcore thing where it was like harsh vocals, clean vocals, harsh vocals.
Yeah, almost like go with clean vocals in the verses, bring me some harsh vocals in the chorus, whatever the style you wanna do. But in my opinion, it needed a little bit more of this up and down feel. Having said that, I really dig the song. I think it's super groovy, and I really like the both styles of vocals. I just wish I had a little bit more harsh vocals in the middle. But now, as I was listening to this band, a couple of things came in my mind. One is they kind of reminded me of two other bands. All right, they reminded me of Red Handed Denial. Heavier, perhaps groovier, but definitely heavier than Red-Handed Denial. But I feel Red-Handed Denial, they use more clean vocals. The harsh vocals are more scarce, but they still have almost that same grooviness to their sound. Perhaps these guys are a little bit more groovy than them. But the two bands, there's and they both are fronted by a woman. So there's some similarities to those two bands, to how they sound and how they come across. And the other thing that I was thinking is this the Canadian response to Ukraine's Ginger? Like, is this, say, like, hold our beer, we could do it too? You don't feel that way?
No.
Why? I'm not saying they sound the same. I'm not saying one is copying the other. That's not what I'm saying. They're actually pretty different.
Yeah, that's why.
Okay, but there's some similarities too.
There's some similarities.
But not as far as the sound is concerned. The two bands sound very differently, in my opinion.
But I feel like we should. This is not hold my beer. We can do it better. This is like
hold my beer. I need to go to the toilet.
Yeah.
Okay. So fine. I don't even know what that means.
I mean,
everybody can take it any way they want.
Yeah.
What I'm saying is, I'm not saying that they sound like Ginger or they're as good or they're better.
They have the same style.
There's some similarities. The fact that you have a female fronted band that uses clean and harsh vocals, that's a similarity, right? Some of the grooviness is similar. I feel Ginger takes it to a whole.
But Ginger is really heavy.
Yeah, and they go to a whole new level, right? But I'm saying is there's some similarities. That's all I'm saying. I'm not saying they sound alike, because if you look at the sound, it is not alike at all. These guys have their own individual style, their own approach, their own sound, if you will. But to me, I just felt that there was some. Listen, maybe it's me. Every time I see a band that has this gent, groovy style to their sound, and it's fronted by a female.
You think it's Ginger?
I always go back to even like when I listen to a band like Infected Rain, I always go back to Ginger, because to me they're kind of the ones holding the mantle of that style, of that approach. And then, so it's almost impossible. I always go back to them. And that's not saying that the other bands sound like them or they're trying to imitate them. That's not what I'm saying.
That's the first thing we've heard just like that.
It's the first thing
that comes to compare it to.
Yeah, it's the first thing that comes to my mind. And I think that's normal. A lot of times when you listen to certain bands, you tend to gravitate towards a band that you really like within that genre. So like, for example, let's say we were doing a video and there's a guy playing fretless bass. Immediately you're going to think of Beyond Creation.
Yeah.
And that doesn't mean that band that you're listening to right now sounds like Beyond Creation. But because
You
they're
just
using
have-
that element, immediately your mind is going to go to Beyond Creation, and you're going to compare it one way or another, regardless if it's the right thing to do or not. I just feel that way. Maybe it's just me, but you know. All right. On that note, don't go anywhere. There's another video coming right after, and it's a band that reached out to us. I don't know how long ago, but they reached out to us, asked us to check out one of their videos. So don't go anywhere. Keep refreshing, and that video will pop up on your feed shortly. All right. See you guys.
See ya.